Welcome back to another episode here from the Hermitcraft server. Yes, indeed. I bet you already started to complain. Where's the videos? Where's the videos? Blah, 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 blah. Listen, even a goat needs a break, okay? Here and there, a goat needs to go out on the meadow. Why is there water flow? What's happening? Huh? Even a goat sometimes needs to go on the meadow and chow on some good grass, alright? And chill and touch grass. Especially if the goat has a family. Somebody messed with my stuff here. What is? Why? How? You leave for a little bit and people be messing. I don't want water flowing here. I don't have a grass block. Like, what is happening? So, a lot of stuff was happening, actually. And I think when I look at that, it was probably a good choice, what I did. So listen, first of all, Spain. How was it, you might wonder? It was amazing. So we went to a place where we've been many times before, right? And this time, though, we went into a hotel there. As a first, normally, I don't like to go to hotels on vacation too much. I'd rather maybe Airbnb or so. And we were there and it was beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Actually, I was looking for the flaw in the system. But I have to say, this hotel just, was amazing. It was not even a luxury hotel or anything like that. Just a good Spanish hotel where everybody was super friendly and we had a great time. Aside of, there was the biggest power outage in the history of Europe, I think, or at least in Spain. Like while I was there, Spain was completely out of power, like literally completely out of power, like blackout, the whole country. Portugal too, and bits of France. Something happened to the net, the electrical net. And don't want to trash talk the Spanish, but if you walk through the cities and look at their wiring that is going all over the place, no wonder the electric power grid collapsed at some point. I was even joking about it. It was hilarious. We visited a city and then we were working around, and my engineering eye, when it comes to electricity, right, is always looking around. It's just something you notice if you have a technical eye. And then I say to Karen, man, I'm really wondering how the whole electrical grid here in Spain even works. If you look at all this wiring, this is crazy. It's like, a lot of makeshift stuff, old stuff around buildings and whatnot, and you feel like somebody is just, doing it however they feel like. There's no, like in Germany, that wouldn't fly. Especially when it comes to electricity, things are very heavily regulated. And, stuff works, but, I'm joking about it to Karin, and a week later, the whole power grid collapses, and she blamed me for it. It's like, you called it, shut up, don't jinx things, we're on vacation here. It's like, I'm sorry. It's like, but I had nothing to do with that. They're investigating still. And that's cool. So and then finally back now, and then realized, oh cool, Hermitcraft has updated to 1.21.5, right? And I'm like, oh cool, there's a lot of new stuff to discover. And then I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute. Shortly before I went to vacation, we had this debate with Mojang because they did a stupid change. And, Methods and I debated with some of the developers on Discord. And, they pretty much turned us down. Said, no, we debated it. That's intended. That's the way it has to be. And it's like, seriously? This is a big problem. And, they would stand their ground and would not back down, and say, no, we want to keep that. So what did they do? And, what is very bad? Let me go up here. And this is what I've been doing for the past 2 days. Very highly motivating. Right after you installed all your mods, finally, it's like, I can log on and think, okay, let's restart my chunk loader here. So it's probably running. Oh, cool. It's not running. I think to myself, what's happening? Oh, no. Really? I haven't looked into it, but I'm thinking, oh no. So what they did is, for some reason, they decided that the Nether portal blocks as such should no longer be a block wide. They only look like they're this fine here, or small line, but technically they touch all the way to here. This is what everybody is using for everything. You know, like for example, the dark chunk loader, or you know, these other chunk loaders I have downstairs. And funnily enough, those chunk loaders here are 100% restart stable and reliable chunk loaders. Funnily enough, designed by Nembon himself, who is a developer at Mojang now, and who also kind of approved this change. So also those started to become unreliable. These chunk loaders here are based on the concept that pumpkins are shot back and forth, and it works 100% reliable because the pumpkin touches and instantly gets kicked through. But, you know, with the portal width being changed to only 1 pixel wide or whatever it was, very thin, there's a high chance these pumpkins would shoot through. So in short, absolute catastrophe. Right? Because, I mean, let's face it, if the chunk loading grid here in the storage system breaks, I'm dead. Because then I'm just gonna stop playing. Because that would literally mean I have to reorganize my complete storage system, because it would break and things would get out of whack, and it would be an absolute nightmare. So I was looking for a solution. I was even afraid to log on here and told everybody not to come to my base or anything, so nothing gets triggered here and loaded or whatever. And yeah, 2 days looking for a solution and redesigning things, and then I just had enough. I was like, nah, this is stupid, because now comes the best part of the whole freaking story. You might, my god, dog, accept these changes, you know, game changes. Why are you ranting always? Now, after they, you know, denied us for 3 days, debating us, no, this is gonna be like that, we're not gonna change it, Mojang changed their mind. And they go like, yeah, actually, you're right. We're gonna revert this for now, because it breaks so many things. And yeah, but we're not gonna revert it with a hotfix for 121.5. No, we're gonna do it in 121.6. So that means, I don't know when 121.6 comes out, 3 months or so. But for the time being, everybody that has normal chunk loaders and the dark chunk loader, the one up there with the minecart, and many others, were broken. You know, so what? So now 3 months or what until the new update comes, or 2, or I don't know how fast the drops come or whatever, you know, the one with the friendly gas and stuff. Everybody's supposed to have broken storage systems and all the chunk loaders broken. I mean, you understand, chunk loaders are there because there is redstone involved that can break if it's not properly loaded. So the cascading effect from chunk loaders breaking can be catastrophic in Worlds, and it's just there. So, you know, I was looking for fixes for chunk loaders, alternatives. There's always alternatives, of course, but that would have meant I would have to change, like, I don't know how many chunk loaders I even use in this world anymore. I don't even remember where they all are. Things could be broken I don't even know about, right? So it's absolutely annoying. And then I looked into carpet, and there's add-ons for carpet. And one of those carpets add-ons immediately reacted, because they knew this is a big problem, and provided a fix. So now I had to talk to Zuma Void and say, listen, we need to install this carpet add-on. We run carpet on the server anyways, so carpet add-on, then we ran the command, activated it permanently, and now the portals are back to where they were. And then I logged on, and of course, a bunch of chunk loaders were broken already. You know, people probably came by here, maybe during the Exile storyline, people were snooping around here for my beds, and I had a bed back there. And that bed is gone, so I think Scar or somebody else was coming for me. So yeah, I had a bed here. That is gone. And also my main bed in the base was gone. So people were looking for me and were coming here, and yeah, things were breaking. So that's not good. So I checked my chunk loaders, and you know, I got so lucky, I cannot believe it. So this chunk loader that loads this side here, and this is the bulk storage, and thank God, here in the bulk storage, it's literally the most simple redstone you'd imagine, right? It's just normal item sorters. So this area was partially unloaded while the storage system was running. What happened was there was some items bulking up here at the chunk border that was not properly loaded and whatnot. And then later, when people flew by, it got sorted in and so on. So there was no problem. Thank God there was 3 pumpkins left on the other side, the chunk loader here. And yeah, if that would have broken, that would have caused serious issues with all the filters here, and everything would be an absolute mess. So I got like straight up lucky, you know. So yeah, right now everything should be under control again, but that's not how you want to return to the server. I have things to do and plans, and yeah, then I thought to myself, okay, don't stress yourself out, just fix things and chill, all right? And yeah, I got reminded about that by this amazing fan art by Yukon, which makes me extremely happy. Yukon has a real life job now, grinding it out, and here and there rarely find time to make some fan art still. And yeah, I got blessed. Look at that. Out in the garden, yes, the tomato season has started. We have like 200 plants at the moment. It's crazy. So yeah, I'm also spending some time in the garden at the moment, and yeah, that's really calm and relaxing. Although, if you look at the veins at the neck here at this fan art, they're starting to pop. Yeah, what can I do? That's me. Crazy stuff also happened, and I'd say we try to see if our TP system and so on all works still. Haven't had time to look into that, if something broke here because of, chunks were not properly loaded. Let's TP to the shopping district. And yeah, I got really lucky, by the way. The whole... Yes, okay. Nice. This system is absolutely solid now. They didn't mess with it during the insanity that broke out. After I betrayed Skiz, I made the executive call. Okay, I'm gonna write this out. I'm not gonna log on. So I logged off. During the whole war, during the whole conflict, everybody ended up being banished, and the whole court case I also skipped. If you cannot be there, you cannot be prosecuted. We all know how this would have been ended. Somehow I would have been sentenced to Skyblock again, and I'm not playing that game. I have other things to do. I don't want to be Skyblock exiled again, alright? So that was my strategy this time around, and it worked flawlessly. It totally went by me. I haven't found any damage aside of the water leak there and some beds being broken, but nothing major happened, and I'm cool, and I'm totally fine with it. And yeah, of course we have the new update, right? There's new stuff happening, but the coolest stuff, of course, also happened, and we need to quickly go over there and have a quick look at the new monument that popped up here on the Hermitcraft server. Wait. Checking on my diamond ores, and yep, looking good. Ore Snatcher also's been like completely laying low. We'll find him. Oh, we'll find him. I'll never forget. The goat never forgets. So yeah, of course, the big Hermitcraft charity event went down, right? Every year, it's a tradition now, and we're partnering with Gamers Outreach, and flying over Scar's place here obviously gives especially good vibes, because Scar is officially a board member now of Gamers Outreach. Imagine that. Yes, and from now on, I will only call him Director Scar, and we will see how we like that. Director Scar. It's really getting, it's like, we have movie stars now, like Mambo had a cameo in the Minecraft movie, and, the director of the Minecraft movie even tuned in during the charity event. And he called Mambo a tall something of water, and joked about him. So Mambo was consulting with some redstone. So, Hermitcraft server is going places. We got the goat already, that was a blessing from before, and now we got movie stars and board directors. Anyways, you guys, the community came through like absolute, insane, hard to describe the emotions that went down. Unfortunately, I couldn't go in person. I explained it already, right? My passport took too long to get made. because my old one had ran out and then I couldn't go. But next year I'm going no matter what, if I have to swim. So yeah, really looking forward to that. It was such a fun event, to watch from afar. Unfortunately, also, right, it was in Seattle, in Washington. Mojang also pitched in big time, even offered their office space. And yeah, unfortunately, it always started at 9-ish p.m. my time, right? So I don't know, at 2 p.m., I was just cooked, man. I'm a dad now, I cannot stay up that long anymore. Like, Docky is relentless. They'll be waking me up at 7 in the morning. So yeah. And at some point I crashed out, right? I was just tired. Oh no, crashed out these days means something else. No, I didn't shout. I was not mad. But I was just tired. And yeah, but the hermits kept on pressing. And yeah, this time there was not so many chances for the hermits that were not there in person to pitch in, aside of placing some signs and being present a little bit. So hopefully next time around I can be there in person, also just to hang out with the hermits. But you can see all these signs around here, right, standing for individual donations of $5, $25, depending, of the color and positioning of these signs. And this is just a monument, for our community, what you guys can do. It's absolutely humbling, amazing, and what? Who did that? Who did that? If you're a regular watcher of the live streams, you know this insider. Come on now. Really? The single ladies also did a sign together, which is really cool. I was trying to find it. Maybe we run into it, but you can see the sheer insane amount of names all along the bridge here. And yeah, that's just, it keeps on going. It keeps on. Let's fly to the end of it and see. You know what I mean? Like, every sign stands for an individual donation. And there was plenty more before. In total, I think $850,000 were came together. Chair M strikes again. What? Who's that? Who's doing that? Come on now. No, dude, Chair M is loaded. Yeah. Yeah, right now it's technically, my chair is making more subscriptions. Every time I go AFK for a second, to take a leak or whatever during a live stream, right? People celebrate the chair and keep throwing gifted subs and whatnot at the chair. It's like, by now, the chair is the biggest moneymaker in the household. It's absolutely crazy. And now I see Chair M77 all over the place. And now I know where Chair is spending his money. Amazing. Amazing. Yeah. So, big thank you, of course, from me personally to all of you who tuned in, not only the people that contributed, and there was big donations as well. I think the biggest single donation was $10,000, which is of course significant, but yeah, the vast majority comes from smaller donations from the community, and that of course is the most amazing thing, right? Something to be proud about. You guys can be proud about yourself, and you did really, really amazing. So yeah. What was the result now of this whole exile storyline? Some people even got mad about it. I was reading, on Twitter and so on. There was actually a coin toss to decide if you're gonna keep, the permits, yes or no. And believe me when I say, this was a real coin toss there in the court. It was not scripted or planned or anything. Those mad lads actually decided the whole economical fate by a coin toss. It's almost like a reference to the real world, if you look at the things that are going on right now. It seems like everything is just a coin flip these days anymore. And yeah, that means technically, right, our pale oak wood store here is no longer illegal. But yeah, I came to check how the supply is, and people be buying. People be buying. But I also found this this thing in front of here. Fix the shop. And yeah, somebody actually gave that's hilarious. Please, Doc, for the love of God. And it's so funny that they actually placed this whole thing. They actually went to some crazy effort and put the whole recipe of a shark in the chest here, which I find absolutely hilarious. They even went as far dyed the signs and whatnot. That smells like cub, you know. Only cub would do something like that, I swear. But it's nice of them. Not that I have 36 ender chests with me right now. I'm gonna actually use that, wait, and craft one and place it in there. I understand. It's actually a real flaw. But yeah, see, if I would have been detained for having this shop here now, that would have been unjust. Because just as Mojang changes their mind on a whim, permits are no longer a thing. So I would have been sentenced unjustifiably, and therefore all my actions were, just. Where do we put the thing? This is compact. All right. You know what? Instead of you, you'll be you. And now there's no more complaining. This shop is actually making money. So, about the sand situation, I was thinking maybe I should switch to diamond soon and stop the sand thing. But on the other hand, I still find it hilarious. Let's quickly check on the sand, on the wood I mean, if there's anything weird going on here. But I think we're cool. Everybody is also mostly back in action now after... Yeah. People be paying diamonds. Yeah, that's... Lawlessness broke out. Lawlessness broke out. Yeah. It's already happening. Man. Yes, indeed. Dude, absolute lawlessness breaks out. The permits are gone, and people just don't give a crap anymore. They pay diamond. It's a revolution. It's like, I didn't change the prices. What is this? This is my decision. My God, everything is going down the drain. There you have it. That's why you need permits in order. Now the popo is gone. Oh, man. Not happy about that. Anyways, now, with the longest intro perceived, the intro timekeepers will be glad at a new world record, but there was lots to talk about. Let's go into what we need to do today, and that is mainly starting to find a good location and digging a giant hole, because it's time to start Project Temple of the Goat. And I swear, when I say, this will be my masterpiece. Oh yeah, there's another thing we need to look at. Oh yeah, Beat Up started the Nether Hub project. We've been running ideas for that back and forth. Eventually, it's how it always happens. One hermit takes charge, and this time it was B-Dubs, and when I heard that, I was, of course, extremely excited, because, B-Dubs is literally a Minecraft building genius, right? He might be, like, probably one of the best, if not the best, survival Minecraft builder out there. Obviously, it's always stupid, I don't want to challenge anybody and say the best. Everybody knows the GOAT is the best. But, aside of that, look at what he's doing. He's building this crazy landscape here, connecting all these portals, how everything changed here. It looks absolutely fantastic. Fantastic. And look at that. Oh, boy. How does he do it? Look. Oh, man. When I first looked at it, it's like, bruh. I saw it on some YouTube thumbnails, and of course, right? But, bruh. This guy. Look at how amazing this castle structure looks. It looks like it's not even Minecraft. And he used only andesite, pretty much, mainly. Bruh. The peaks. Dude, became so good, it's like not even legal anymore, man. Bruh. What the The lighting. Gotta be kidding me. Can't even imagine how glorious this place will look when Mr. B-Dubs is done with it. Dude, this is nuts. Bruh. Here's the... What is that? Papa K. Over there, that is, I think, the original portal we had here. Yeah, yeah. And here's our bedrock hole still. So I made access to that possible. That's the shopping district portal I've been using for most of the time when I'm going back and forth. But bruh, this is, dude, even closer. Oh, these details, how, man, sick, 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 sick. Yep. What can I say? B-Dub's just a genius. Please no. Okay. All right. Yeah. Now finally, let's head back and start digging a little bit. I need to find a good location, a secret location that is. I am a goat and I'm digging a hole, digging a hole, digging a hole. Ah, you know, the core of the game is still very relaxing and soothing. Having your pickaxe in the hand, just digging giant holes. You know, makes you feel good. It's yeah, digging holes and making progress is definitely one of my favorite things here in Minecraft. And yeah, welcome to, I would say, my biggest project and most ambitious project of the whole season. You know, I heard some rumors in the woodwork. People were saying, "Oh, looks like Hermitcraft season's coming to an end soon." Yeah, yeah, not in my book. Feels like halftime or something. I don't know. But, you know, I'm also the worst judge of that always. Like, I always get caught by surprise when all of a sudden Hermits start talking about maybe we should restart soon. I'm like, wait, I got so many things to do still. So, yeah, but I'm trying, you know, to dig out a giant cave here. Here, the shapes will all make sense at some point. I'm just trying to make it look natural. So yeah, in a game that is dominated by terrain generation, creating caves, I'm here digging out my own cave. And this cave will be ginormous. I would say roughly right now, like this is the wall height from here to up there, right? This is maybe a third or a quarter of the height I'm gunning for. I'm in an undisclosed location here, and yeah, it needs to be remaining undisclosed. So hive mind, stop analyzing the seed, and if you do, don't snitch. All right, don't tell the other hermits and keep the information private. You know, speak about it in your discords and things. You know, the things you do, hive mind. Don't mention it anywhere. All right, I don't want people to know where this is because I'm telling you, we're working on a masterpiece. Okay. And you don't want to be the one responsible for spoiling it. Don't do it. Keep it secret for once. All right? Even if you're already looking at this block, let me do some calculations. This must be... Don't do it. And if you do it, keep it to yourself. Once again. All right. So I've been digging around here for, I don't know, 3-4 hours. You know, I made a little base of operation up here. I have a portal here that will be soon gone. Soon, the only way to get here will be via TP network, right? And then, you know, I will start piling up all the stone and things I gather here. And eventually we'll have millions. And, yeah, this is going to be a long haul. This is, you know, I don't want to say a perimeter size project, but, you know, definitely... by far the most ambitious project this season. So, yeah, let me do some more watching something on the side and just digging and see how far I get. I also want to catch some hermits today. I want to encourage them to keep on playing my game. You know, the one-shot challenge. It still needs to, you know, have some more participants. I definitely want to find out who's the best bow shot. And you will, you know, understand why I'm trying to find that out. Yeah, at some point, let's say. Lots of mysteries. That's good. That's good. I love mysteries. Ah.
Hello. How you doing?
Hello. All good?
All good?
How's your butt?
My butt's fine. Why do you want to know about my butt?
I wonder if it would hurt if, you ride 4 million blocks on a horse.
Oh. Kind of weird question, but sure, it's fine. That was weeks ago.
I know, but we didn't meet since then, and I was trying to make this joke for weeks, and I had to get it out of my system.
You had to ask me about my butt. I'm so glad I said I would come and meet you. What do you want?
Okay, here I have this beautiful game that some vandal renamed into one snot. Just completely uncalled for. I can't have anything nice on this server, okay? But
No,
anyways,
of course you can't.
the point is, I am looking for the best shot. It's been a long-lasting debate
not
on the
me.
server. Who's the best shot? It doesn't matter. Who knows?
Scar.
Don't know.
Scar.
Don't sell yourself too low. Look, you just
Scar, Jevin, Cub, one of those people.
maybe we'll find out. But
Not you.
to make sure, it's a lot of things play a role. Under pressure, performance, and things like that, right? That's why I designed this game. You literally have exactly 1 minute, and you gotta hit as many bullseyes as you can. The targets will be moving.
Yeah, okay.
Come on, look. Only I played so far. I have 34. Tango got like 48. That's the record.
Okay.
2 people played so far. And you only have 1 shot, so there's no practicing, no nothing. So that's why I'm thinking, we're eliminating things. And it might be a bit more fair. Who knows? It's a concept. Let's just play.
Oh, okay.
Here,
All right,
grab
sure.
one of your official competition bows. I can't play because it's
Okay.
only 1 shot, obviously. So,
Okay.
and then you crouch upon yes, and then you see this pressure plate straight there.
No.
This here. Here's pressure plate.
Oh, okay.
Onto this pressure plate, you need to shoot your arrow, and then it stays there for a minute, right? And then after a minute,
Right.
it will despawn, and then the game's over. So, AKA when the targets stop moving. So you have exactly 1 minute, and you got to time your shots
I
a
have
little
to
bit.
stay here.
No, you
Do
can
I?
like here.
No,
a
I'm
good-
going to stay here. It's fine.
All right.
I'm good.
Yeah, and that's
All
pretty
right.
much it. And good luck. No tips exactly. And here we go.
I'm fine.
All right. Got to try to hit the inner targets.
All right, Dad. Okay.
Yeah, because just giving you hints, the outer rings don't count. Like only like the inner. Yeah. Oh.
I am aware. You're not helping. You know that, don't you?
Wait.
You're
I'm
like
tr-
you
I'm
you
really
are
trying to
like
be helpful.
my dad. It's like I'm just going to
Hey,
tell you what to do while
don't-
you're in the middle of doing it.
Don't
It's
blame me
fine.
for your dad issues,
I'm not-
okay? I have
I'm
nothing
not
to do.
blaming you for my dad issues. What I'm saying to you is you are exactly like my dad,
I'm just trying to be supportive.
which is probably why we have so many problems, Doc. Like, this is therapy now. I'm not getting any of these because I don't know what I'm doing, and that's fine.
You
My
literally,
God.
you actually really didn't get any yet. Did you get a potato in you?
Yeah, I am aware. Are you new? When I say I wasn't good at this, what were you expecting, Doc? Were you expecting some secret genius, or were you expecting like
Stop.
anything?
Okay, stand here. Is there any potato?
No, probably not.
There's literally no. That's a.
What did you expect from me, Doc? Like, I'm...
All right.
when I say I can't shoot anything, what did you think I meant?
I think it was because you got mad because you thought I'm your dad. All right.
No,
If you would
I
have
don't.
stayed calm.
No, let's be clear. I don't think you're my dad. I think you're like my dad. That's worse.
Oh my God.
God.
If somebody would say that to me, that would be the worst insult anybody could throw at me. You know that. Like, my dad is terrible when it comes to dadding. It beats your dad by a mile in being terrible. Oh my God. How petty are we, actually? We're fighting who has the worst dad. It's... what have you
Oh
become,
no, I think
Cleo?
you win. I think you win. It's fine.
Okay, cool.
I won't argue with that. I still talk to my dad. It's fine.
I don't. So what?
Yeah. So you win. win. You win terrible dad off. It's fine.
Ah, man. Yes, at least
I don't
something.
have a terrible dad. I just have one that thinks he's right.
Well, one thing's for sure. If I was your dad, I would tell you now, Cleo, don't worry. Next time it'll be better. You only had this one chance. You completely screwed it up, but don't worry. Life goes
I
on.
like the fact that you think I completely screwed this up, whereas I knew exactly what was coming in for this.
Yeah, it's all right.
That's not a screw up. That's predicting reality.
All right. I saw your trees you've been building, by the way. They've been looking
I've only got
nice.
like, oh, thank you. I literally did that yesterday, the big one. So
I
thank
know.
you.
Yeah, I saw
My
it on
first
stream.
tree.
Yeah.
Oh.
Did you
It's
use a
good tree.
texture pack for the leaves, or did I miss something?
Yeah, Azuma's got fluffy texture leaves.
Okay, I was like,
that he gave it to me.
I was tripping. I was looking into the wiki if I missed something in the update. It's like, wow, this looks cool. It's a texture pack.
No. If you just like, I can send you his fluffy texture pack leaves, but I like them.
Yeah, it looked
just,
good.
Like,
Yeah.
it makes it look poofy. It's fine. It's
Don't
great.
mention
I like it.
fluffy when I'm here. All right. Okay. Anyways, thank you for participating, Cleo.
Okay.
Unfortunately, you will
Okay.
not get 64 blocks of diamond, but you know the Olympic spirit. That's what counts.
That's okay. I've already stolen at least more than 2 stacks of diamonds off of Cub today. It's fine.
What? What is going on? I don't want to know.
What's
you know,
going on? What's going on?
Ugh.
I've had books stolen from me, and I am taking recompense where I deserve it. So I'll see you later, Doc.
Wait,
Bye.
Cleo, Cleo, about the
I
books.
don't need the books anymore, Doc. You now have to deal with Cub. Bye.
Crap. I just love Cleo. Dad issues. I don't even know what we were talking about there, man. Every time I hang out with Cleo, we're like some fighting siblings or something, man. You know, the universe should be scared of the moment Cleo and I find peace and bond together. Then we're gonna destroy the world with our pettiness. You know, imagine how exponential our pettiness could be if we combined our powers. Talking about combining powers, it takes a long time to dig out giant caves. And yeah, I'm digging further down here now. And yeah, slowly but surely the dimensions of this project are coming to light. I mean, you know, I'm gonna try to build a temple of the goat here, right? And it's gonna be hidden in this crazy temple. And yeah, there will be an entrance on this side, some gate, and in front of the gate I will have my TP station. And then you enter, and then there's this epic, insane old goat skeleton sitting, and it's like a bridge, and below I imagine it's like some mist, and it's gonna be this epic thing you walk through and go like, holy crap, what's going on here? And then back here will be the altar of the goat with a gigantic you know, goat logo, and then there will be some sacrifices happening. And yeah, I don't want to talk about more, but trust me, it's gonna be it's so hard not to spoil, not to talk about it. It's so crazy. Anyways, I have lots of digging to do, and I'll continue going here for a few hours. Let's see how much I can dig out of this thing. But I would assume from here, and as you can see, right, I'm also already starting to texture the cave a little bit. So I have the basic shape done in my test world, and I'm just following that here roughly. And yeah, trying to carve out the space for the actual stuff. And yeah, let's see how far I get today. But yeah, I'd say this is roughly, maybe, as I said, 1/4 height of the cave here or so, or 1/3. So it's going to be significantly deeper and bigger. So yeah, I have several days of digging in front of me, that's for sure. And before people ask, why don't you, you know, use TNT or whatever? I mean, it's never been a good plan to use TNT explosions to dig out huge areas, because in the end you will always have more cleanup than you actually achieve. This would only work if this would be like a regular geometrical shape or so, and then, you know, I go in and then blast it out with a certain cannon configuration or something. But in this case, as I want to carefully shape all the walls already while digging down, I think in the long run, this will be the better choice. As I said, I'm modeling the walls while I'm digging down, right, and texturizing them already. That'll save a lot of time later, so I don't have to scaffold up all over the place on the walls and work there. So yeah, I'll keep on digging here and still feel motivated. I'm actually digging for like 8 hours now or something. We just had Hermitcraft meeting. I was still digging on the side. Lots of good stuff was talked about. There's some good things coming for you guys up on the horizon. Trust me, you guys gonna be really happy about that. So yeah, diggy diggy hole. All right, here we are. The
cool. You got
game
like an
that is
outside on it
called
and everything.
One Snot Challenge, now formerly known as One Shot Challenge.
I like it.
Tango defaced it.
The
All right.
slime really highlights what it's all about.
Yeah, yeah. Anyways, I am looking for the best shot on the server, bow shot. The idea is, you cannot practice because that's what hermits do. You have your own experience with that, right? They try hard.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
the idea here is you perform and you have 1 minute to perform and that's it. One shot and, you have to stand here and the more you hits you get, the more potatoes and then we can write down your score. But it's one shot, no practice, no nothing. I can give you hints though, that's fair to
Ooh.
everybody.
Yeah. I'm all down for hints.
Yes. So,
Do you got a bed, by the way?
not with me. My inventory is clogged with hole digging
Oh boy,
stuff.
this might get nasty pretty quick.
Yeah. Well, let's hope. So,
Okay.
key thing is right to start the game. Here's this pressure plate, iron pressure plate. You shoot an arrow into that, and your shooting position is from here.
Right behind the lectern.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
pretty much. And then you have this 1 minute arrow despawning time until the game is over. What the game will do is, the targets will move. So logically, right, you need to time your shots a little bit. Obviously, hits will only register if the blocks are in the correct positions, right?
They can't be moving.
Yeah, exactly. You need to
Yep.
time your shots to have them standing still. So that's the whole secret. And it's also about precision. So ideally, you really want to go for the inner square, pretty much, right? Bullseye obviously is the best that give you the most points. But really try to hit the inner square. And a good strategy is like kind of, yeah, aim on, like what I did, I aimed straight like to the middle and waited for spots. But yeah,
Right.
Tango did a run. He's the record holder at the moment with 48.
48. Wow.
I had 34. So
Cleo 0. Wait, what?
yeah, she didn't listen to my advice and was complaining about her dad. I don't know what went down there, but yeah.
Did you start it when she was in the middle of a conversation? You didn't see
No,
her?
no, no. She just got mad because I was just saying, "Come on, yeah, you can do it," and just shut up. You sound like my dad. And I was like, "What?" And then she got 0.
Oh no.
Anyways, that's how the game works. And if you hit bullseyes, of course, that's I think 5 points and so on. So the 48 is definitely doable, but it's a good score, I think. I don't know. I
Okay.
never practiced. I built the thing and then I did my run. I don't know what a good score is. Can't tell. We will see
So
over
you got
time.
34. That seems pretty good.
Yeah. So and the prize, by the way, is a full stack of diamond blocks.
Okay, so this is a high stakes game, I take
Yeah.
it.
And the
And
bragging rights.
how much do I get back though?
No. That's like you don't have to pay anything. Your prize, if you win this thing.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
you said I have to pay a stack.
No. It's only winning here.
Okay. Oh wow, we can't go wrong with that then.
Yeah, higher stakes. To put on to create some pressure. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, I
So
like it.
that's how it goes. And pretty much you stop shooting when the thing starts moving. I whipped it out quickly. It has not that many sound cues and stuff. I think that's why Tango made fun of me and called it Snot Challenge. I mean, he can judge. He's making pretty good mini games. You have to give it to the guy, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah. All right. Did you pick an official competition bow, by the way, here?
I did not. I need a bow and I need arrows.
Yeah. So it's all in here.
Oh, sweet.
So it's And
Okay, so aim for the bullseye. Hit it
yes,
when it's not moving.
yes,
And get more points than Tango so I can rub it in his face.
exactly.
That's the takeaway from all that.
Yep, that's pretty
Okay,
much it.
and
And yeah, to start the game, hit the pressure plate and then immediately start shooting. I mean, you want to make use of the time.
can I do a couple practice shots
No.
before I start? Come on.
No, that's the
I
whole
gotta get
point.
calibrated.
No, you can't.
I'm on a new computer here, Doc.
Oh my god. You have your tissue box still, so quit complaining.
I've never shot up with a bow in my new computer yet.
I mean, you can't shoot
I'm
at
aiming
this
for
game.
the center of that tough block right now.
All right.
Oh my goodness, dude, that's why we calibrate.
I mean,
That
you
was
can,
not
you
even
can take
close.
some practice shots out here, but not on the game. I mean, that's, Oh, yeah, looks good.
Okay, I'm not hitting anywhere where I expected.
It's a short distance. It should be pretty much... I mean, there's some variance, obviously, randomness in the game. But
Right.
as far as I remember, the distance is pretty much on point. Like, if you aim for the middle, you should pretty much hit bullseyes here. It's about consistency and hitting the timing right more than, Yeah.
And what I've learned is I gotta aim a couple pixels up.
All right. Good. I'm glad you take this very seriously and try
64
hard.
diamonds.
Yeah, I
block.
mean, I know.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
All right, you ready, Doc? I'm going for it.
All right, here we go. And go.
Oh, it's not as fast as I thought it was going to be.
That's a hit. Nice. Yeah, hit. Oh. Oh, this is looking very good. Oh, there was no points too far off.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, good.
Wait, this is tough.
Yeah.
Oh, so the top one's giving me trouble because I'm aiming too low.
You're doing really good though. You get the audio cues right. You do whenever you hear the note block sound, you're scoring yeah, that's another one.
Oh. I'm panicking a little bit. It's too fast.
You're doing good. I think this is a good run.
Oh, I thought for sure that was good.
Yeah, sometimes it's deceiving. Oh.
I think I'm a little late on it, maybe?
Yeah. I think it's sometimes a little. That should have been good. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm going too late, I think.
Yeah.
I gotta go right when it moves.
Okay, that's it.
Oh, that's it.
All right.
That was not 48.
How much did you get? You getting taters?
Oh, 28.
How did Tango get 48?
I don't know.
Oh.
That's impressive, though.
Yeah. So, okay, so you choose the tactics of trying to aim for different targets. I think the more successful technique is like staying focused on one, like on the lower.
Yeah,
and
I
maybe
kind of
only
had
go-
in my mind that I could only hit each one once, but I guess you can just keep hitting it over
Yeah.
and over, right?
And you try to go up, down in the middle or so. But yeah. It's kind of unfortunate.
Okay.
People will get more hints over time, and the later you participate, the more. Yeah, well. Anyways, into the book review. Takes the book.
It's my one shot.
Well, Tango to try hard, man. How did you get 48? So, what was it? 20?
28, yeah.
28, okay.
Do you think maybe he shot an arrow at the pressure plate before it ended and got double time, maybe?
I don't know. I mean, 34 I got. I thought it was pretty good. 48, I mean, maybe it's an outlier. We will see. Maybe we can also do a finale or so. The best shooters, the best top 3 or so. I'm not going to participate, obviously. I just wanted to set a exemplary score, pretty much. But yeah. Well,
That's cool, though. That's a cool game. So it's a piston tape?
Yeah, it's just piston tape. Yeah.
Oh, man, you got it totally sealed up. I can't even look at your redstone.
No, not allowed.
I love looking at redstone, though.
Yeah, well, it's relatively simple. It's just a piston tape and then some detection behind it. Nothing fancy. I wanted to do something simple for once.
Yeah.
And I think that's all right. But yeah, probably some sound cues when the game is over would have not been too much work to add, But yeah, it's like, whatever. It's the one
Simple,
slot
fun
challenge.
game. I like it.
Exactly. Well, thank you for participating. Unfortunately, Tango is still the king. He did it on a live stream. I need to look at that VOD. Something, I
Oh, I
don't
got
know.
the
48 really feels a lot. Like, oh yeah, put the bow back.
yeah.
Right, right.
That's pretty good for a first try.
Yeah, especially with Cleo's score in mind. 0. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go keep on digging my hole. I'm digging the giant hole
D-
since 2 days.
Are you doing bedrock stuff or what are you doing?
No, no, just digging a hole, and I want to put a large build underground, and yeah, that's always this stupid choice. You know, you save the
Yeah.
exterior, but you have to dig out the hole, right? I don't like to do exteriors. Maybe you can relate, probably.
I know, but then you waste time digging.
Yeah, but
I did some TNT time bomb stuff last time. And it actually saved quite a bit of time.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm just running beacons and mining like a madman, I guess. I'm also trying to carve out a certain shape already. So I thought about the
Yeah.
TNT, but I model like carving right away, like shaping a little bit. So I think in the end it might save time. Also, digging is good. I was watching Dual Survival reruns on the side.
Oh, okay, yeah, I remember that. That was the
Dave and
barefoot guy,
Cody,
right?
man, they're somewhere out in South Africa right now. I was just watching that when you said you're ready to play.
Is that the one with the barefoot guy, or am I thinking of something else?
Yes, exactly. Cody Landine and then this
Yeah.
Dave guy, they canceled Dave because he lied about his military background or something and then replaced him with other guys. But everybody agrees that, Dave and Cody, the original combo, they're the best.
Yeah, they bounced off each other well.
It's so amazing. The other guy's this hunter, military dude, and the other dude hippie that walks around in freezing cold, with his legs exposed, like wool
Mm-hmm.
socks on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the combo was just great. Yeah, and I just watched the episode when they were in South Africa, walking through the bush. There's lions everywhere, and they're super paranoid. It's good entertainment. There were so many survival shows out there at some point, right? But then,
You've seen the Bear Grylls one, right?
yeah, but that's extremely staged. I mean, you know.
Not the one with him, with the islands. You see
Oh,
that where it was men versus women?
yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
That was also
That's a
crazy.
classic too.
Yeah, Survivor Man is pretty much the old school stuff. That's, by the way, he has a YouTube channel now, Survivor Man, and all his episodes are on YouTube now.
Oh,
With
really?
with him doing some commentary about on it as well. It's really cool. Like his
Yeah.
full whole catalog, whatever he did over all the years. So yeah, I've been watching that too. Insider tips.
I
Yeah.
think Mr. Bean's on YouTube, but you can't really like listen to that while you're playing either.
But Mr. Bean?
Yeah.
No, yeah. You need to have something like this, like a podcast, with a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah.
talking. And then you can dig on
Yeah.
the side. That's just
Yeah.
great. Anyways, talking about digging, I need to watch if they actually make it out of South Africa. So,
I have a feeling they did, Doc.
yeah, hope probably they did. But hey, don't spoil it. Come on now.
Oh, okay, okay.
Whoa! What the? What? I think a creeper wandered in that portal here. Boy. Holy, that was... Wow. Okay. Yeah. Etho was right, as usually. They made it out of South Africa. Man, I'm digging and digging here. And here I'm kind of digging out a little bit of a goat skull shape, I guess. It's just a reference. Of course, it will look completely different and be bigger, but just, to get a clue where things will be, situated, I guess, when we're done with this build. But dude, this is gonna take a while. Alone digging out this hole, I'm hoping I can put in some time next week as well already and keep on digging, so we can maybe start with decorating a little bit already. But yeah, this is gonna be a huge project, but it's cool. It's nice, coming back from a little bit of a break, which is definitely necessary here and there. And then you use the energy you get out to jump into a big project. But yeah, looking at this growing wall in front of me and knowing there's a massive amount of stone behind it that still needs to be removed, And we need to go further down. Now where I know where the goat skull is roughly, I can grasp the dimensions even better. And boy, we're in for a digging session, that's for sure. Maybe I'll have to apply some TNT here still. You know, there's some bigger chunks that don't need to be modeled right here in the middle that needs to be taken out too. And maybe we can come up with some TNT stuff that will help us here a little bit. Maybe a small tunnel bore sending it through also to remove some of the stuff inside, or just laying out a bit of TNT grid and having some blasting fun. Why not? We haven't done that in a while. But yeah, it's also been a while, right? Since the last episode, I was just reading through the comments, and yeah, the first comments were rolling in. What's wrong with Dog? Everything okay? Where is he? I'm here, as I said. Here and there, break needs to happen. And sometimes the gap in content then is longer than the actual time off you take, right? Sometimes it's cuts in. For example, quick behind the scenes here, right? On Fridays, I always want to get out my episode. So when we went to vacation, we left on a Wednesday, right? So technically, there should have been an episode this week, but until Wednesday, I was not able to kind of finish the episode, right? And then when we came back, it was also in the middle of the week, and not enough time to get another episode out. So kind of a week gets added to that. So for you guys, the break is even a bit longer than I actually take a break, so to speak. So yeah, I'm sorry, you know, when there's breaks and lacks of content, but that's the whole thing. That's the price, so to speak, we all pay, that this is not a professional production and we keep it old school for 15 years, always doing the same thing. It's only me, you know, and then we have the hive mind around, but it's not my employees. It's just a group of friends and people that are willing to pitch in and contribute, and I'm completely dependent on that. Right, and it's never gonna change. That's how I want to run this. I'm never gonna have an editor or anything like that. And that also means if I'm not on board, everything comes to a halt. That's just the price of that. But you know what you get in return, it's real. It's me. I'm doing this, and to me, that is very, very important. So, talking about me doing this on my own, obviously there's people in the background in my life too. And yeah, about that, comment of the week, and Lou saying, I wonder how many times Doc's wife has walked in one of these sneaky sessions to hear Doc sinisterly whispering to the microphone with no one else around. Yeah, when, you know, it was a reference to, like, I have this tendency when I have to sneak in Minecraft and not be detected, I start to whisper. I don't know why I do it. It just comes naturally. It just feels right. Like, imagine we're sneaking up to somebody. You don't want to be like, okay, we're sneaking up now. Let's see. I don't know. That's what I'm talking about. Realness. You know, doing this. I'm living this. You know what I mean? Like, I'm in this moment. I'm trying to investigate. I'm trying to spy on somebody, and then I'm all in, man. I'm sneaking and I'm silent. And yeah, to answer the question directly, like, there was not only one time where I'm like deep in the zone, recording something, doing blah blah blah, and then I feel something is off. The mojo in my room is weird, and then I look over and see the door is open a little bit, car and peeking in, and then I just like look at her, and she's less like shaking her head or giggling, you know, and going out. And then I know, okay, there's something important she needs to talk to me about, but she knows while I'm in recording, obviously it can ruin hours of work if she comes in the wrong moment or even knocks the door, right? So this is always the thing. So she would quietly open the door, peek in and see what's going on. And sometimes I'm in the midst of a recording and then this awkward situation happens. But yeah, she always silently checks if I'm recording. See, that's how nice she is. She's also happy that I'm happy doing this. And as always, if you don't have a family structure in the background supporting you, things are definitely more harder. Not saying impossible, but you know, if you have support in the background, that makes life way easier. With that said, I hope I still got your support, even if I take breaks. And now we're back on track. Live streams are back on track. I already did one last Saturday, so if you want to tune in tomorrow at 3 p.m. GMT over on the Twitch for some unhinged Kiwi action. Maybe we do some digging, maybe we'll see. And yeah, the episode's also back on track. Expect the next one on Friday. And yeah, with that said, thank you guys for all the support over all the years. See you very soon. Right, bye. Whoop.